This evening on House and Home, our best mum Miriam cooks up a best family style stuffed capsicum with mackerel. Pims talk on subjects available and subject fees, their final episode for the year. BSB presents the December update, sharing the Christmas cheer with the patients in the hospital children's wards around the country. Dr. Rose talks more on the mouth cancer campaign, and if you're looking for that one cooking appliance to give you that best result, Bill Neal has some Christmas special options just for you. Good evening everyone, and a lovely Christmas Eve to you all. Just this one more sleep and you get to wake up to Christmas morning. Some of you may be just about to tuck into your Christmas Eve dinner at home, while others may be out enjoying the evening elsewhere. Whichever it is, have an enjoyable evening regardless. Now last week I did my special feature on Christmas and Christmas trees. If you still haven't got one, please make do with what you have and start planning for next year. If you have children, the feeling of Christmas with all its lights, decorations and lore brings out the joy and excitement for them. So make it a must to make every Christmas that extra special for your family. Speaking of special, we now head on over to our House and Home kitchen to join our best mum Miriam making something special for Christmas. Best family style stuffed capsicum with mackerel. Enjoy.
It's the tastiest tuna in a can. It's the new Besta Tuna Chunks in 185 grams. Packed with 100% premium white meat goodness. The finest export quality tuna is now available nationwide in oil and brine. Besta Tuna Chunks and Bestia, proudly PNG made.
Hi everyone, a very happy and Merry Christmas to you all. For this Christmas, I will show you how to prepare Besta family style stuffed capsicum with mackerel. In front of me we have a whole can of diced tomato, undrained, 1 clove of garlic pressed, a cup of diced onion, half a cup shredded cheese, a quarter cup grated cheese, half teaspoon black pepper, 1 teaspoon dry oregano, 2 tablespoon oil, and our main ingredient, Besta mackerel in nature oil in 425 grams, 4 fresh capsicum, and our trimmed capsicum tops. So firstly, we add in our mackerel to the bowl. Flake our mackerel. Add in our grated cheese, shredded. Our grated cheese, mix that all up. Put the pan over the heat, add in our oil, okay, we add in our trimmed capsicum tops, 1 clove of pressed garlic, and our onion. Mix that up. Stir till the capsicum, onion, and garlic are just tender. Now add in our tomato, our oregano, and our pepper. Mix that all up. This is a very simple recipe to prepare for this Christmas. You can have it during dinner time with your family. Leave it to cook for another 2 minutes. Okay, our mixture is now ready. Switch off our stove and add into our mackerel and cheese mixture. Mix that all up. Okay viewers, this is how your mackerel with cheese mixture should look like. With a tablespoon, we'll stuff the mixture into the capsicum. As you can see, the cheese is already melted. Continue to do that until all your capsicum are filled. Besta mackerel in natural oil is a good source of omega-3. So we add 1 cup of water into our casserole dish. We wrap it up with a aluminum foil. Now we've set the oven at 250 and we'll bake for about 45 minutes. Okay viewers, our Besta family style stuffed capsicum with mackerel is now ready. And here you have it, Besta family style stuffed capsicum with mackerel. Hope you have a good Christmas and hope you tune in again same time next week on House and Home Cooking with Besta. It's better, it's Besta, pride of PNG.
It's the tastiest tuna in a can. It's the new Besta tuna chunks in 185 grams. Packed with 100% premium white meat goodness. The finest export quality tuna is now available nationwide in oil and brine. Besta tuna chunks and Bestia, proudly PNG made.
Quite creative there, and it looks absolutely delicious. Thank you, Miriam. And from the House and Home team and I, and the staff and management of MTV, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and thank you for a wonderful year with us. Join our Besta Mum Miriam once again next week with another recipe your entire family will enjoy. After the break, we join the team from Port Moresby Institute of Matriculation Studies, talking on subjects and subject fees. See you all in a moment.
Good evening viewers and welcome to another episode of PIMS. The school dropout problem. As difficult as it is now, it will get even more challenging in a few years' time once the free and compulsory education policies take full effect. This can never be discussed or emphasized enough. Our projection is by 2018, after selections are made, we will be left with the vast majority of at least 90,000 plus grade 12 students who will find no place in any of our tertiary institutions. The only way we can provide continuing education opportunities at tertiary level to such a huge group of grade 12 school dropouts is through distance education or correspondence studies. Doris Buyer, who has been our senior marketing executive at PIMS for several years now, will present further on how we have been running the PIMS distance correspondence studies over the years.
Thank you, Mr. Sike. Hi there, I'm Doris Buyer, and it's so good to be with you on MTV again after a long time. Well, it's my pleasure to introduce you now to PIMS Correspondence Studies package. Before we start on with the process of how you can become a PIMS correspondence student and other relevant information, let me quickly tell you the programs that can be studied through the correspondence mode here at PIMS. Firstly, we have the secondary informal, that's grade 9 and 10 studies, and these are for those that have completed grade 8. The subjects available for this program, both for grade 9 and 10s, are English, formal mathematics, practical mathematics, science, social science, environmental studies, and commerce, which are optional subjects. Okay, the second program, matriculation program, which is available for grades 10, those that have completed grade 10. Now, these matriculation programs are for grade 11 and 12 studies. The subjects for these program are Basic English, Basic Mathematics, English 1 and 2, Mathematics 1 and 2, Economics, Geography, History of Science and Technology, Asia and the Modern World, Chemistry 1 and 2, Biology 1 and 2, and Physics 1 and 2. And the third program available for correspondence studies is the Grade 12 Upgrade, which is for Grade 12 leavers to upgrade their marks. The subjects available are the number 2 subjects, which are English 2, Mathematics 2, Biology 2, Chemistry 2, Physics 2, and also Economics, Geography, History of Science and Technology. Now for the cost for these programs, for the secondary informal, it's 700 kina per subject, both matriculation and Grade 12 upgrade. Up until the end of this year, it's going to be 750 kina, and commencing the 1st of January 2014, the cost will increase to 850 kina per subject. So if you're interested now, here are the contact details. PIMS Correspondence Studies, PO Box 2962, Ley, Morobe Province. Our telephone number is 479-0303, fax 4727163, and email pimsinfo@gmail.com or cbuyo@gmail.com. Now our PIMS staff there, the PIMS Correspondence Studies staff, the coordinator is Ms. Clara Buyo and the officer is Ms. Jennifer Ken. All right, when you contact us, we then send the relevant information and application forms to you by postage, fax or email, whichever you prefer. From the information we send you, you will also find out that we have an affordable payment option whereby you pay 150 kina deposit and you can start straight away. Now the balance of the fees can be paid in equal installments according to the number of assignments to be submitted. In other words, each installment is paid per assignment submission. For example, at 850 kina per subject, let's say a student pays the initial deposit of 150 kina and registers for Introduction to Economics, which has 7 assignments. So the balance of 700 kina can be then paid in installments of 100 kina for each completed assignment. That adds up to 700 kina when all the assignments are completed. Installments per assignments range from 78 kina to 140 kina. And the other option of payment is, of course, the payment in full upfront. To our bank details now, but you must remember that payments must only be made at the bank, and our bank details are PIMS. Our account name is PIMS with BSP. Account number is 1000992 After you deposit your payment at the bank, you then attach the bank deposit slip to your application form together with a passport-sized photo of yourself and immediately forward it to our office. As soon as we receive these documents, you will be then registered onto our database system. Upon registration, you will be given a PIMS ID number and a due date schedule for your assignments for your studies. This information, together with your acceptance letter and course outlines, are then bound together and becomes the student handbook, which we'll send to you. We also compile the full unit of the subject's materials of your choice and basic stationery such as writing pad, pen, pencil, ruler, and newspaper. And that's it. Your student handbook, study materials, and basic stationery packed, ready to be sent to you via EMS. And now the important part of correspondence studies, which is the monitoring and handling of assignments. Each subject has a certain number of assignments which should be completed using our schedule for due dates for assignments as a guide. As soon as you complete your assignment, fill in the cover sheet, a copy of it which is in the handbook, and then you can post or email to us. If you paid under the affordable payment option again, remember to make sure that you attach a copy of your bank deposit slip for payment, for your installment payment that is, with your completed assignment and send them to us for marking. And that's it. Your student handbook, study materials, and basic stationery packed, ready to be sent to you via EMS. Now we come to the important part of correspondence studies, which is the monitoring and handling of assignments. Each subject has a certain number of assignments which should be completed using our schedule for due dates for assignments as a guide. As soon as you complete your assignments, fill in the cover sheet. A copy of it is in your student handbook, and post or email to us. If you've paid under the affordable payment option, Please make sure you attach a copy of the bank deposit slip for your installment payment with your completed assignment and send them in to us for marking. Now that's the PIMS Correspondence Studies package. It's accessible, it's affordable, and it's achievable. Please do contact us. Lastly, a reminder, students can also call in at any PIMS center or use the contact details given earlier to pick up information and application forms on the tertiary level diploma courses that will be offered by the new Norman Seeker Institute or NSI in 2014. The diploma courses will be in accounting, computer science, business management, human resource, mathematics, and sales and marketing. Unfortunately, time has caught up with us once again. We have enjoyed being with you. We hope you have learned much from tonight's episode. Till we see you once again in 2 weeks' time in the next PIMS episode. Have a pleasant evening.
Thank you for that, Paul Mosby Institute of Matriculation Studies. Merry Christmas to you all from all of us here at House and Home, and we look forward to having you on the show in the new year. Well, Christmas is the time for giving and sharing, counting our blessings and being thankful for family, good friends, good food, being thankful to have made it through another year, and being thankful for those hard and trying times as well as the good. It's a time of reflection and remembering those who have been instrumental in our lives, regardless, near or far. Christmas is also a time where you share the Christmas love with those that are not so fortunate or unable to spend Christmas with their loved ones. BSB with the Ambassador Ryan Penny shared the Christmas love and the Christmas spirit with the children at the Port Moresby General Hospital, as well as to the children's wards around the country. That's coming up right after these messages.
BSP is expanding the largest branch network in the South Pacific with new containerized branches. New ideas, new technology, new service. Where it's needed, we go where the other banks don't. Wow. To the most remote regions in PNG and the South Pacific on a mission to bring banking to the people. BSP's containerized branches. BSP, it's how we bank.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to our final segment for this year. It has been extremely an exciting and busy year at BSP with new product launches, extension of branch network, community projects, and major sponsorship events in the country. Tonight, we will recap by highlighting some of these main events this year, and we begin with the announcement of the 2015 Pacific Games official sponsorship. In February, the Minister for Sports and Pacific Games, Justin Tachenko, announced BSP as the official sponsor of the 2015 Pacific Games to be held here in Port Moresby. And in saying that, we have here the CEO of the 2015 Pacific Games Organizing Committee, Peter Stewart, who will give an overview of the Games preparation this year. Good evening, Peter, and thank you for joining us.
Good evening, Rosemary and viewers. The Games Organising Committee staff grew from one, me, the CEO, and a PA in December 2012 to 32 staff this year, and we anticipate total staff in July 2015 to be 150. We will also have 2,000 volunteers and 3,000 plus contractors to deliver the Games. We encourage more Papua New Guineans to come and join us and have the experience of a lifetime, as well as delivering the best ever Pacific Games. Sponsors and partners coming on board include BSP as our official sponsor. We have two platinum sponsors, Octedi and Telecom, and we have just recently announced Esprit Brewery as the third platinum sponsor this week. We have two gold sponsors on board at the moment, Brian Bell and JDA, a plus Veloci, and we have three silver sponsors on board as well. We're anticipating more to be announced in the early part of the new year. The Games Organising Committee has delivered the following events and engagements this year. In the rest of the Pacific, we've made presentations to the Pacific Games Council, at their General Assembly and other stakeholders at the Wallace and Fortuna Mini Games. To the rest of NCDC and Central Province, we have visited many nearby villages, communities and suburbs in the city to create awareness about the games and how they can get involved as volunteers or simply experience the games. In the rest of PNG, we have started provincial visits which will continue throughout next year. We've been to Manus, Karima, Ley, Hagen, Alatau, Rabal. All of PNG will see the mascot next year, so get ready. The key engagements this year have been with whole of government and a more integrated and inclusive next year whole of community engagement program. We'll be dealing with whole of churches, media partnerships, NCD partnerships and a program working committee for the games across a wide range of different areas. We're dependent on a number of the government agencies to help us to deliver the games. The mascot competition is in the middle of being completed at the moment. Thank you to the schools who participated in the nationwide competition for the official mascot for the 2015 Pacific Games. Over 250 entries were received nationwide and the following schools made the top 5 entries. Port Moresby International School, Tibassaria Primary School in Central Province, Daigul SDA Community School in Madang, Sakinakan Primary School in Kavieng and Holy Trinity Demonstration School in Hagen. The winner will be announced on February the 19th, 2014, which coincides with 500 days to go. The winning school will receive 10,000 keenas. It will not go to any individual or group, but to the school to benefit the whole of that school community. The winning student will receive a 500 keena Samaritan account, courtesy of BSP. And the 4 runners-up will also receive a 250 keena BSP Samaritan account. As well as the Samaritan account, they will receive BSP gift packs, and the organising committee will liaise with the winning school, the students, and coordinate with local BSP branches for the respective students to get their prizes. Thanks once again to BSP, our official sponsor, and all our other sponsors and partners for this year. Have a safe and a Merry Christmas, and we look forward to seeing you in 2014.
Thank you, Peter, and all the best in your preparation towards the 2015, you and your organising committee. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Rosemary.
Well, we continue with other highlights this year, and also in February, the first ever PNG Junior Golf Development Program was launched with a sponsorship of 200,000 kina to help develop young golfers in lead up to the 2015 Pacific Games. Still on sport, the Global Award-winning program for children, the BSP School Cricket Program, was launched in February as well, with an ambitious target of reaching more than 150,000 school children this year. Sure enough, at the end of Term 4, the program reached over 171,000 children, which is more than 20,000 of the target set for this year. Still in February, and over in Ley, the first BSP-sponsored Book Belong Pikinini Library was launched at Taraka within the University Technology in Ley. This is the first out of the 7 Book Belong Pikinini libraries which BSP will build around the country. Now moving into our services, and the most notable advantage of BSP customer is access. BSP has more access points through Papua New Guinea than all other banks and financial institutions. One of the major highlights this year was the opening of the 2 new branches in Tari and Harbour City, located in the new BSP House in Port Moresby. And while we continue to expand, BSP opened its doors to the people of Kerema after its closure in 2008. The launch of our agent network also added another reach to our network. Our cash agents and payment processors now extend the reach of our services and bring basic banking to our customers' doorstep. Now, to complement all our branch expansion, we look at our number of products launched this year. BSP has tailored new products to meet the endless and countless needs of our customers. We had Sumatin account early this year to suit the students' aspiring needs. Saving Sacred Loan to Better Help and Average Papua New Guinean, One Talk Money, an innovative channel of transferring funds to those in the rural areas. And then we have the Smart Business, which helps to grow small, medium entrepreneurs. And then the Kundu Package account, and finally the Kids Saver account for your children. As we continue to develop these new products, we are also mindful of our action on the environment. BSP's Go Green campaign this year saw over 800 groups participated in help cleaning the environment or community they live and work in. These groups included business houses, sporting bodies, schools, and NGOs. Thank you guys for help cleaning the environment. Now, apart from all other activities in developing products, enhancing our services, and looking after our environment, our commitment to the community around the country strongly continues with 33 community projects conducted by our branch staff around the country this year. These projects included constructions and renovation of new classrooms, libraries, health centers, or maintaining sporting facilities within a community to promote healthy lifestyle, and various donation of needed equipment to schools and health centers. Next year, we will see 36 community projects conducted by BSP around the country. Well, it's Christmas Eve tonight, and it's always a blessing to share. Our loyal staff in NCD visited the children's wards at the Port Moresby General Hospital early this month, bringing gifts to sick children and their families, at the same time donating much needed items at the Special Nursery Unit. BSP's brand ambassador, Ryan Pinney, was out with the staff at the hospital to share gifts with the sick. This is an annual event by the staff to the Port Moresby General Hospital. Also in Popondetta, the staff led by branch manager Antonia visited the Popondetta General Hospital with gifts for the sick children. In Rabaul also, we had Babylon and her staff visited the Nonga-based hospital, bringing gifts also to the patients. Before I go, remember to bank safe this Christmas by using our electronic channels available, and that is ATM, FPOS, mobile and internet banking. Always avoid carrying cash around this Christmas.
Well, viewers, we've come to our end of the show for this year, 2013. It's been a very exciting year for us at BSP, and on behalf of the staff and the management at BSP, we would like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
BSP is expanding the largest branch network in the South Pacific with new containerized branches. New ideas, new technology, new service. Where it's needed, we go where the other banks don't. To the most remote regions in PNG and the South Pacific, on a mission to bring banking to the people. BSP's containerized branches. BSP, it's how we bank.
Bringing smiles to a lot of faces. Thank you, Rosemary and Team BSP. Merry Christmas to you all as well from all of us here at MTV. Be sure to join Rosemary of BSP in the new year. Now, if you're looking for that one cooking appliance to give you that particular result you want from your cooking, Bill Neal has some wonderful Christmas special options just for you. After all, when it comes to Christmas, here in PNG, it's all about family gatherings with a good festive banquet. We are known to love our food, and why not? We have the best homegrown organic foods right here in our very own backyard. Join us right after this break.
Hey, hey, Mr. B.
Good evening and welcome to another Brian Bell segment on House and Home. I'm your host for the evening, Bill Neal. It doesn't snow here in PNG at Christmas. We don't go to the ski fields or build snowmen. In PNG, Christmas means family. Family gatherings means food, plenty of food. Tonight we are going to take a look at the options Brian Bell has to help you cater to your family gatherings this Christmas. Affordable options that can do the job well, make your life easier and everybody else happily fed and your Christmas merrier. One of my personal favorites is the convection ovens. Here are some photos of me preparing a meal. It's very easy because of all the features. The difference between a convection oven and a traditional oven is that the convection oven has the added bonus of a fan. The fan has two major advantages. One, it circulates the hot air, resulting in more even cooking, browning and crisping. And in doing so, also, number two, shortens the cooking time by about 25%. Even browning also helps seal the meats, resulting in a juicier product. Your food will look better, it will taste better, it will be more moist, and you will get out of the kitchen sooner. It's a win-win situation. It's easy to prep for and gives you more time to cook other food. Saves you time, allows you to cook more, and the food tastes great. The amount of rice we eat as a nation is impressive. Everybody loves rice. That's why there is no surprise that rice cookers at Brian Bell are a sought-after product. Currently, our Integrity rice cookers are selling for 55 kina, 69, 77 and 99 kina respective to their sizes. Who needs snow when you've got rice? You can't eat a pile of snow, can you? Cooked in a Bonri rice cooker or a Yova rice cooker. Singer, Integrity, quality at Brian Bell. A brand at Brian Bell that will cater to all your needs is Yova. Yova is a brand of affordable electrical products that make cooking easier because they make what are usually expensive items affordable. Yova has several products that I think will assist you in feeding the family this Christmas. These 30 centimeter wide, 10 centimeter deep frying pans allow for more to be cooked at once. Yova rice cookers, convection ovens, microwaves for reheating last night's meal. You could use a Yova frying pan also. 2 or 4 slice toasters to speed up the queue in the kitchen come breakfast time. Electric ovens. We've also got other affordable options for cooking food. Something inexpensive that can get the job done and ensure the meals are cooked in good time. And most importantly, ensure that there is plenty of food for everybody. Kerosene double burners. We sell the tubes as well. Pineware electric double burner. Stainless steel, fast heating cooker that will add capacity to a small kitchen. You can have your kumu cooking in one pot while boiling some vegetables on the other. Your kakaruk and potatoes are delectably cooking away in your convection oven and the rice is near cooked in the rice cooker. This is what this segment is about. How Brian Bell can help you cater to your family gathering in this festive period, and going on what I just said, it seems that we can help you out a lot. Moving on to ovens now. You're probably thinking, how are ovens an affordable way to feed the family this Christmas? You may assume that they are expensive, but you know what they say about assumptions, right? It makes a meal out of you and me. Our West Point and Integrity gas stoves come equipped with the functions you would expect from a gas stove, but without the price tag. Both of these stoves are under 1,000 kina, costing 759 and 869 kina respectively. All the basic features of a stove are included, so it's not as if the price reflects the quality. You know the brand's West Point Integrity, right? 4 burners, easy to use, and read dials for improved functionality. Now you know that Brian Bell can help you this Christmas. Get to your nearest Brian Bell and get ready for the feeding frenzy. Spend more than 50 kina to enter the Christmas prize giveaway promotions with a chance to win the family package worth over 25,000 kina. That's a lot of money. That's a very good prize to win. Check out our Christmas catalogs to see that great products, great prices. That's Brian Bell. And Brian Bell and Company wish all of our customers, viewers and loyal shoppers a safe and happy Christmas. Good night.
Best price, best quality, guaranteed at Brian Bell.
Right on, Mr. B.
Now that convection oven will come very handy in my household. I'm thinking ahead already on the many things I can cook and bake with it. Thank you, Bill, and to you and the staff and management of Brian Bell, we wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Join Bill Neal next week where he gets you all started thinking early for back to school with all their fabulous ranges of lunch boxes, backpacks and ideas on setting up a homework corner for your children in your very own home. After the break, we join Dr. Rose on the mouth cancer campaign. See you in a moment.
Good evening once again. I am Dr. Rose here again to talk on the prevention of mouth cancer. Prevention of mouth cancer is very simple. It's to avoid the risk factors involved, which are chewing boy, smoking, alcohol and other factors like exposure to sunlight, radiation, or chemicals in the food. There are the genetic factors involved, but the main risk factor in Papua New Guinea is chewing buah. So if you avoid chewing betel nut, you will avoid the risk factors. I'll have to explain a little bit on the early signs of mouth cancer. There's a condition called leukoplakia, which is white patches around the tongue or lips. If you examine yourself in the mirror and see some white spots or white patches in any structures or any part inside your mouth, that means you're at the you already have an early sign or stage of mouth cancer. Another condition is called erythroplakia, which are red spot or red dotted parts, especially in the mouth of betel nut or buah chewers. You will see all these white and red spots in the cheek or tongue area. You'll find all this around. If I examine mouth of a betel nut chewer, I can already identify someone at the early stage of developing mouth cancer. Another condition is called sparkle leukoplakia, which is both red and white spot mix, and those are found in most inside the mouth of most betel nut chewer. Okay, now that you know about the risk factors and the early signs of mouth cancer, what you can do if you're a betel nut chewer, or even if you're not a betel nut chewer, go stand in front of the mirror, open your mouth and do a self mouth examination and see if you have any signs of all these early signs in your mouth. And if you identify any of these early signs, I'll advise you to go to the dental clinic or any hospital to get treated early, because mouth cancer is a preventable and it's treatable disease. If you are treated early, you'll be saved. But if you come at a late stage, then the life expectancy of mouth cancer it's around 52%, which is a very low expectancy rate. But when you are if the disease is identified early and if it's treated, and then it's preventable, it can be treated, it's treatable disease. Those are the early signs. Now talk about the symptoms, what you're going to feel in your mouth. If you will feel that your teeth are becoming mobile or loose, you'll feel difficulty swallowing of food, difficulty talking and pronouncing the words. Your jaws will be locked, it will be difficult for you to open your mouth. Those are some early signs that there's something going on in the mouth. And sometimes, like when the sore or the cancer starts, but then it heals up, the sore heals up, and you think that it's already the sore in the cheek or tongue has been healed up, and because the normal cell what they do is they regenerate, grow new cells, but when the new cells grow, the inside the sore has already been started, and inside it's developing and you don't know what's happening, and you continue practicing those risk factors, then the rate at which the mouth cancer will develop will be very fast. That's what's happening in most of cases in PNG, because they think that the sore is gone and it's dried already and nothing is happening, and continuing to chew and practice all those risk factors. If you're a betel nut chewer and if at one stage you have a sore in your cheek or tongue or anywhere in the mouth, you have to quit that practice and go to the dental clinic, get the dentist check your inside of your mouth and see if you are safe, or if you have already developed in first stages of developing mouth cancer. So those are some symptoms you will feel. So to avoid and prevention part of it, as I've stated earlier, prevention is better than cure. To prevent, just avoid the risk, and it's those are very easy risk you can avoid. That is, avoid chewing betel nut, smoking, and alcohol, excessive use of alcohol. So if you avoid those, you will have better, the good benefit side of it is you will have a good mouth with good smile, fresh breath. You can have good looks and good, it will contribute to your general health and hygiene. And also, boy is not only good or is not only bad for the risk involved in developing mouth cancer, but it is also a filthy thing. To conclude, so far we've heard about mouth cancer and the risk factors involved. And to avoid this deadly disease, we have to prevent it by avoiding the risk factors involved, which is the major risk factor in PNG is betel nut chewing. This is for your own personal health and for your own life. If you avoid chewing boy, you will avoid mouth cancer and you will live a healthy life with a good oral or healthy mouth, bright smile. Thank you for listening. Good night.
Thank you, Dr. Rose, and thank you to the Health Department. A very Merry Christmas to you all as well. That was our final piece on mouth cancer. For those of you who chew betel nut a great deal, you heard the good doctor, and I hope you take on the medical advice given. We'll be back with more on House and Home in a moment. Welcome back. Now, I did say that Christmas is the time for giving and sharing, counting our blessings and being thankful for family, good friends, good food, being thankful for those hard and trying times as well as the good. And I did say that it's a time of reflection and remembering those who have been instrumental in our lives, regardless near or far. Now, I'm going to give you a little exercise to do, just in your own time, when you can find a private moment to yourselves. Take 2 pieces of A4 size paper, like this, but make sure you have a whole lot more on standby as you may need them. Fold both papers vertically in 3 parts, like so. So you'll find that you have 3 columns on both. Now on one paper, put a heading, me, like I have done here beforehand. And in the first column, list down everything just about you, your career, your life, your expectations, your plans, attitude, personal savings, etc. Anything and everything that concerns just you. Now reflect back to this year that has just gone by. On the first column, write the negatives or failures beside each of the items you've listed. Then on the second column, write down all the positives and successes. Now on the second piece of paper, put the heading family and friends, like I've done here. On the first column, list your family members and friends who have played a part in your lives, one way or another this year, regardless good or bad. Reflect back over the year, and in the first column, list down beside each name all the bad things, the things you don't like about them, how they made you feel in a negative context. Then in the second column, list down all the good things about them and how they made you feel positively, and how instrumental they have been in your personal development and what you love about them. It may take some time and you may end up needing to do one item at a time, but the end result is to give you a good reflection of the year you had and with the people that affected your life one way or another. It will help you make better decisions in the new year for yourselves and possibly for others. You learn more about your family and your friends. You may learn so much more from just remembering things that you have forgotten, and learn what and who is important and worth keeping in your life. Have a go. Well, this is where I leave you. Once again, a quick note to all our viewers. If there are particular episodes of House and Home that you would like to view again, you can always log on to our website, which is www.mtv.com.pg, and select your choice of viewing. Now next week on House and Home, it'll be New Year's Eve, and on the show, our best Mum Miriam makes a besta tuna and vegetable casserole. Dr. Ambi presents the final episode of Mental Health for the year. Bill Neal gets in early talking about back-to-school items, and will present a New Year's Eve special involving members of the public. It'll be interesting to know what some of our viewers' goals for the year 2014 will be. Some of us may even end up adding those goals onto our very own list of plans. Well, have a very Merry Christmas, everyone. This is where the team and I get to say goodnight. The holiday or Christmas season always produces an air of sweetness and care unique to any other time of the year. Christmas love is to convey that special sense of kindness and respect to our fellow man. whether it is the romantic affection or the peculiar happiness of the heart that exists during the festive period. It allows one to express themselves with much joy and love. So from home to home and heart to heart, from one place to another, the warmth and joy of Christmas brings us closer to each other in celebration of Yuletide and the birth of Jesus Christ. A blessed and a very Merry Christmas once again to you all, our most valued viewers, and we look forward to your company on New Year's Eve. Good night.